Good morning, guys. It's 11:45, June 4th, 2017, and I'm going to show you how to install the Profile Design T3 aluminum aero bars on a 2013 Trek 7.2 FX commuter bike.
The bike itself. So, problem, first of all, is that this bar right here is really only 25.4 millimeters, and they've gone away from the 25 millimeter bars and gone towards 26 and 31 bars. So it's going to take a little bit of creative design to make these bars fit because it is about half a millimeter too small on the diameter of this bar. So what we're going to move over to is the shipping contents of the box. You've got your Profile Design T3 aero bar in aluminum. These elbow rests, arm rests are really comfortable, very easy to install. They really stick with that Velcro on the back. You got your attachment points to the bike itself. You got your bars, and they come installed on this little plastic keeper, which I used to create the shim. Here they are. Here's the shim. It's just a piece of this that I cut off, trimmed down so it would fit inside this shim. So what we're going to do is show you how to install them. So what you want to do first is make sure that this area where you're going to be positioning those clamps is really clean. You've cleaned them off. There's no dirt, no debris, no oils or anything like that. We'll make sure it has a good clean area so it has friction to stay on. As with any installation or new product that you install, you're going to want to make sure that it fits and it's level. So we have the Cyclops wheel block that comes with the Cyclops trainer, which is awesome, by the way. So these are going to fit right there on the bottom. The smaller one, you want to make sure you pay attention to that torque setting. They just fit underneath the bar. It does. The problem is when you put that upper clamp on, these just spin. So we got to take our shim that we made and just put it right down there. It's not going to fit perfectly, as you can see. There's a little bit of a gap, but you can wedge that in there with a little bit of effort and it'll get you to where you want. I do recommend that you take the armrests off of the bars and the bars off while you're installing these with the shims. It makes it a whole lot easier and you're not fighting the armrests whenever you're trying to torque these things down. Okay, so these are installed. Just put these shims in there. I don't know if you can see them. Those little ones right on the inside there. They're maybe 1.5 millimeters, maybe less. So it gives you a little bit of extra bar diameter, I suppose. Don't want to torque these down to the 6 Newton meter max yet because we still have to put the bars on, and we want to make sure they're as level to the ground as possible, which is why we have the bike block and the trainer. If you don't have a trainer, you can lean it against the wall, get a friend. Really going to help get these bars level. So let's move on to that. These are super light. I did not get the carbon as I really didn't see the point in saving a few grams. I'm not racing. This is mainly a comfort addition or alteration. The stock Bontrager Affinity 1 seat, while comfortable, does give me a little bit of pain now and then, especially on rides longer than, say, 25 miles or so. So this should help. They're graduated right here. We do have a minimum insert, so I want to make sure that they are at least right there, at the most. Whenever you extend these past or towards the front of your bike, don't go past there. You can go all the way back to 100, which I think is a little short, but you know, your mileage may vary. So let's get these installed, get the position roughly where we want, and then we'll check the level setting, and we'll get the armrests installed. So those have been slipped inside these collars. They're obviously loose. We don't want to tighten them up too much because we still have to torque these two bolts, and then these once we get the position right. So let's try and get these level with our arm pads. So once you get those pretty level for your forearms to the ground, you want to come over here and snug down all 6 of these bolts to their recommended torque settings. I'm really not concerned about this area. I'll probably be shaving off an 1.5 inches or so anyway. These scratches are from the screwdriver I used to take off my handlebar grips. It's really cosmetic, it doesn't matter, it's not going to show. I'm going to wrap these with handlebar tape anyway. It will be a little bit of a change to go from the bars out here back to here to shift, so I'll probably only go into the arrows when I'm on fairly level ground, trying to get into a cruising speed. But very comfortable, no problems with adjusting the armrests or the bars themselves or the brackets. It was all very easy to do. The only thing I had to do was create that little shim so I could get these to not move. It works great, it holds great, no issues there. When I get the bar tape, I'll wrap these, do a short video on those, and that'll be it. I'm gonna go take this for a test drive and see how it works. But there it is in all its glory. A 7.2 FX with a low riser handlebar and profile design T3 aluminum aero bars.